What's up, everybody? It's your boy AlexisMaurice, and I am accompanied again today by my good friend, Mr. Introduce yourself. Come on, jump in, jump out, and introduce yourself. I said jump in there, woo woo, and introduce yourself. My name is
Anthony.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
We gonna get this together. The next time we host together, we gonna get this cheer together. You gonna do this cheer with me. It's time for another episode, so go ahead and pour yourself a glass of wine. We actually are drinking the rest of the last bottle we did the last episode. What's the name of it again?
Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, Cabaret Sauvignon. We actually got our wine. Is that right?
Absolutely not.
You're supposed to raise my hand.
You're supposed to raise your own damn hand. You're wrong. Shit.
When somebody choke, you raise their hand.
I thought you should know to raise your hand.
But you're supposed to help me. Right. Help me raise my hand when somebody choke.
Fix it, Jesus.
Right. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. We are still in prayer for Beyonce, Solange, Jay-Z. We are still in prayer. We took it to the Lord, and we left it on the throne. Hallelujah. Left it at the altar.
To lay all your burdens on.
So we are still in prayer for Solange because we ain't seen her. We ain't seen her since that fight,
and
child.
she carrying on Twitter like nothing ain't happening.
Act like nothing ain't happening. But we just lifting them up in prayer because we want Jesus to fix that home, honey. Bless that marriage and bless that sisterhood because we don't know what's going on. Reach out and touch. All my prayer warriors out there, reach out your hand and let's pray. Hallelujah! I'm gonna get in trouble with this video for church too. Anyway,
getting tongues about to make me run around this house.
Shondo. This is the Holy Ghost takeover. What was the other? You got to watch that. The Holy Ghost takeover. But anyway, go ahead and while we take our first sip, go ahead and like this video, share it on Facebook, retweet it on Twitter, and of course like it on Instagram because you know bitches are trying to come all the way up. Toast. Can we toast first? Don't just drink the wine.
Toast? Yes.
Right. We are celebrating a phenomenal, like the biggest deal ever with Dr. Dre and Apple. Dr. Dre sold Dr. Dre sold Beats to Apple for a whopping $3.2 million, making him the richest man in hip hop. So, billion. I can't believe I said million. I said million.
Oh.
It's billion. Absolutely right. $3.2 billion. Billion.
The B.
Billion.
B.
With a B, not an M, but a B, making him the richest man in hip hop. Like, hands down, over Oprah, exactly. That is just phenomenal. Now, the one thing I hate about this story, though, Forbes magazine and a couple of other people are already coming up.
Not really a big
they're saying that after taxes and after he splits, because apparently Dre only owns about 25% of the company. He's only going to be worth $800 million after the taxes and everything.
That.
But even still, let the man, regardless of the fact the sale was for $3.2 billion, so let him bask in the happiness of being being a part of that.
But now that you say that, I got never thought about that.
Yeah,
he's not going to be over Oprah.
Right.
So
after taxes
and splitting it, you're right.
They're saying he's going to walk away. He's going to be worth $800 million, which is just $100 million higher than Diddy. So everybody knows how Diddy is. I'm pretty sure he's going to try to do something to come out on top of that or whatever. So, and actually, congratulations to Diddy as well. He actually, this past weekend, he was the speaker at Howard University Commencement exercise, and he got his doctorate degree or whatever from Howard University. What is it called again? Honorary doctorate degree. Or it's called something. I can't remember what the name is. I'm a little inebriated or whatever, but that's what it is. So congratulations to the both of them. Diddy really made a big deal about it. I know a lot of critics were actually, coming down on them and Howard University for inviting him. But when you look at his track record and what he's done, he's accomplished a lot. So what better person to be up there, a graduate, an alum of that university addressing those people. So congratulations to Diddy and congratulations to Dr. Dre for the sale of Beats, the Beats technology to Apple. Now, I guess I'm interested to see what Apple's going to do with it. Like, are they going to make the speakers on the iPhones and you know the laptop devices, the iMacs and all? Are they going to be Beats now? Whatever the case, are they going to change the name? Or whatever, you know,
sell it with their products.
Yeah, exactly. Incorporate it. So I'm interested to see how this deal continues to develop as it moves on. So again, congratulations to him. We're gonna switch gears a little bit. We're gonna go into reality television. Okay. So Atlanta is the new hot place now for reality television. You got Married to Medicine, you got the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and you got Love and Hip Hop Atlanta as well. So, you know, the last time, before the last episode, Tony and I, we actually reviewed, of course, the Real Housewives of Atlanta and a couple of things. So let's go ahead and let's talk about this stuff, because I haven't seen you since the fight, since the read.
Well, we haven't talked
about camera, right, about all of this stuff. So let's start with Married to Medicine. How do you feel about this whole Mariah and Quad situation? Like, what are your thoughts on this beef between the two of them?
I really don't know how it originated, but it just seems to me, it seems very petty.
Yeah.
But I think the last time they had drama last season was kind of petty drama. But
right.
I mean, I think they draw things out too much.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what the underlying
nobody knows
is,
and so Bravo, we're here to serve y'all notice. If you gonna make a season, their storyline about some friction in their friendship, at least let us know what's going on, because I want to know. Like I told y'all before, I'm nosy as hell. So I want to know, what is this dirty laundry that Mariah keeps threatening and she's going to, you know, expose about Quad? Like, what is the start of all this? All I know, that messy queen, Rico, what if his name is?
Yeah,
as my friend say, the one with the fucked up teeth or whatever going on in his mouth. Oh, well, no shade, girl. You know, you're doing a good job down in Atlanta, but... Like, what is the source? What is the root of all of this confusion? And I'm hoping either it comes out this season or it comes out at the reunion, because the people want to know. Like, I'm actually getting kind of tired of the riffraff, the back and forth, and we don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It was funny as hell when Mariah was in that bathroom where Dr. Simone, she told Quad is a roach. I should have left her where I got her from, or something of that particular nature. That was funny.
I just don't like Mariah, honestly. Like,
why? Why not?
She's so extra and so like.
She's the queen bee, honey. I love Mariah.
No, but my thing is, you ain't gotta say you the queen bee. Just be the queen. But to me, in my eyes, Dr. Jackie's the queen, because she reigns over all them bitches.
Classy.
And will read you or don't even raise her goddamn voice.
Now that's a read. When you read somebody and they ass so damn slow and dumb that they couldn't even figure it out.
What you will know is that you got read.
Right, exactly. To the gods, honey, or whatever. But I'm just like, this whole Quad thing, I'm sick of it. This whole Mariah thing, this is my life. And she had a little Celia moment and all kinds of stuff like that, little curl of purple moment. And y'all should, now both of y'all are wrong for the little pamper room. What did Lisa Nicole call it? Oh God, what was it?
I know you're talking about.
It starts with a P, I thought. But she called it the something room where they can get pampered.
Tranquility,
child. I'm talking about P. I'm all the way on several alphabets down the line, child. But the tranquility room, where you get your nails done and your hair did and your makeup done and massage, and you can buy you a vibrator from Lion Candy and all kinds of stuff like that, child. Bedroom candy. But that, you know what? I can't stand people who go to other people's function and start drama.
But my thing is,
that was not the place for that.
I felt like Mariah came in there. Like, why would you? First of all, you came late, so you shouldn't have came in all. Like,
every good diva makes an interest whenever she comes in.
This ain't about you.
To arrive.
This ain't about you.
She's the queen bee, Tony. When you're the queen bee, you can walk in late.
No,
or you can walk in
last. If it's a party, yes. But at that time, they were there to honor women and to come together.
But you remember, Mariah did say that she wasn't sure she was going to be able to make it.
She should have stayed her ass home.
Oh, come on, child. You just doing too much now.
No, I'm serious. She should have stayed home.
But she came to support her sister. But that was not the place to have that argument and that confrontation that y'all did. All them women there
and then
trying to sell their
yo, you need to fix this. You need to fix it. I'm like, girl, sit down.
Wait.
Retarded ass kills me.
Wait. Get into Dr. Heavenly. when she walked her ass up on that panel when she was not invited. She didn't even have her bio in the book, in the program. She was not listed on the program or whatever. She just walked past the ushers and walked past everybody and went up in the pulpit.
Like I was old girl, I would have did her like Kenya did Porsha, like security, get her.
Security.
Like who the fuck?
But that would have been very. I think that would have been very tactless.
It was tactless for her to come up there.
It was, but she owned the moment. She owned it. She got up there and said, "I know I'm not supposed to make it."
What's up, Lisa girl?
I want you in my circle. I want you in my circle, but.
Ma'am.
She said, well, I just want to understand why I am not on this program. And she said, well, I don't know you. I don't know you like that. Dr. Hebner said, she left a pocketbook at the table on top of that. She went up there and she sat up there perched just like this right here.
Beside Dr. Jackie.
Dr.
Jackie like, why is this bitch up here?
But she sat right there and smiling and everything. I own several businesses, several practices. In the Atlanta area, I have my own television show, and I'm submissive to my husband. I do whatever he tells me to do. No, she didn't.
Say wait a minute.
But that was funny. Her doing that was actually funny. Married to Medicine, that's about it. Or whatever. Dr. Simone was reading. What's that other girl? Fake eyes, fake eyelashes, fake hair. Toya was reading Toya for 57 times, and she finally apologized.
Keisha Palmer. What's her name?
Keisha Knight Pulling?
Yeah.
She does kind of look like Rudy a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But Rudy's a little bit more natural.
Yeah.
Because everything Toya got is fake. Fake eyes, fake eyelashes. She's spending a whole bunch of money that they really ain't got.
Yes. We got it. Exactly. No, your husband has it.
Dr. Simone called her ignorant and every damn thing in support of
the
son.
That
thing was too fun. And she's a teacher. That's the thing that got me.
Yeah.
Dr. Simone, she's sitting here using all this incorrect grammar.
But you should have did.
Right, but you should have did or whatever. And then Dr. Jackie was talking to Simone, and then she said something wrong, but she corrected herself or whatever. But that stuff was too funny. But she apologized.
I like the fact that they got together because I think again that was petty too because obviously Dr. Simone doesn't want her man, and I feel like for me Toya was wrong for bringing it up in front of everybody. Like if you feel like if that's your friend, if you feel like I did you wrong, you should come to me in private and say you did wrong. I feel like you was over my
But she did. Remember she went to her house and Dr. Simone read her ass.
After the fact. That was after the party and everything. You
should have did it right then and there. Okay, that's what you're saying.
But Dr. Simone checked her ass. You walking around a bitch and talking about her.
Go get in your car and go to your house because I got babies to deliver.
That's how you check a bitch. You
get in your car
around her like,
right.
Bitch, which way you want it? Which way you want it?
You go to the north, the south, the east, or the west. Let me know.
In her damn scrubs.
Right. Wendy Williams seems to think that they need to cancel Married to Medicine, and they need to put Quad and Mariah on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Because I mean, and when you think about all of the people on Married to Medicine, they really are married. You know, they're the real Housewives of Atlanta. And when you think about it, right? But take those two, transplant them, and put them over to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So let's get into
who want to get rid of.
Well, Wendy Williams seems to think they need to shake up the whole cast. They need to get rid of NeNe. They need to get rid of Kenya. They need to get rid of Porsha. They need to get rid of Cynthia. Keep Kandi and Phaedra.
I don't want to get rid of Cynthia. That's what
I like Cynthia. So let's get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
For me, I think since we're talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I just think if you put all these people that are full of drama, you're just gonna have a love and hip hop. You need somebody that's going to be neutral, that's going to not be so drama filled, that's going to have some positivity. Like I didn't like the fact that they're going to show from the cutting floor, when Kenya and Cynthia was doing a magazine shoot. Like I think that would have been a great thing for them to show.
Yeah. That was a really good bit.
Right.
That was a really good bit.
Why wouldn't they show that? But you want to show all the drama. Yeah.
What did you think about? So what we're talking about, they did the behind the scenes secrets revealed Sunday night on Bravo of Real Housewives of Atlanta or whatever. And so there was a package of Kenya and Cynthia, and Kenya was doing a photo shoot for Cynthia.
Good too.
Thank you for saying that. You don't like Kenya, but you actually admitted that she looked good. I was trying to talk to some people today. Me and Trey and I got into it today, or whatever, on Instagram, because she was like, she look a damn fool. He put a picture of Beyonce and her. And I thought Kenya did a really good job, and I'm not being biased. Her pictures look really good.
They did.
They looked really good. All of the what is the thing that Blanks does? Those pictures. The 2 pictures. He calls them something. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. Alter ego. Thank you. Whatever. That's what I'm trying to say. But you know, they did the several different, you know, views or the looks of Kenya or whatever. And I thought the Beyonce thing was really cute.
Since she is saying, oh, everybody say I look like Beyonce. I thought
right.
Like
so let's get to, child, I'm so damn hot. So let's get into reunion part 1. So we all know the part 1 was the whole drag session when Porsha drug Kenya across the floor and drug her hair. How do you feel about that? You know, right now, Porsha has used the word bully.
Yeah, I hate when they bring
I can't stand when people do that.
Like, you a grown ass woman.
32, 33-year-old woman. Ain't nobody gonna bully you.
I know I'm kind of going forward, but I like how Kenya handled herself. Like, that, like, I don't really fuck with her like that, but that bitch, she's good.
Yeah,
like,
I tell y'all.
She's like, she will use her words and she will, you know, sound real educated. And
so how do you feel about, okay, so what is your view of the props?
I think
the whole bullhorn and the little scepter.
I definitely think they should have never let her bring
it child, please.
No, because
Come on.
Like they said, a bullhorn is meant to yell yards away, and you're gonna what did you plan on doing? You all have mics. You all are sitting at walking distance from each other. Why do you have a bullhorn and why do you have the scepter? Okay, maybe that didn't have to be.
Tony. Stop the madness. Stop.
You stop the
madness.
Now you gonna agree that she said this shit on the
when she did the scepter like this, did you find that funny?
No.
Oh, yes you did.
No.
You know what? Everybody laughed when she did the scepter thing.
No.
And even when she did the bullhorn, people laughed.
No, the bullhorn was kind of funny, but the scepter was like, she actually had.
No, she didn't. It was like this. Give me a utensil, Monty. Give me a utensil.
And if you arguing with a bitch and she got anything, her finger pointing in her face, in your face, I don't want to fight you.
It wasn't even all the way in her face like this. It ain't in your face like this. She was like that. Shut up. You're dumb. No. And Porsha couldn't fight with her words no more. And what all ignorant people do is they resort to using their hands. That's all it was. Porsha ain't had no comeback
in her face. Like, she pointed her face multiple times.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't even all the way in her face like this.
It didn't touch her face, but it was definitely in her face. Because she warned her a couple times. She said, that touches me, it's going to go up your ass, bitch.
And it didn't.
But it didn't touch her. She got tired of it. So
and she said, shut up, dumb whore.
But my thing is, Kenya, to me, was losing that argument. That's why she resorted and got the damn blowhorn.
I don't think so. She did not lose that argument, Tony.
I do.
I don't care what nobody says.
I believe, because my thing
it was hilarious. Everybody laughed at
first. You were cheating on Cordell, like you don't know.
And she said that she was the one who started it. Porsha started it. She did start it because Kenya wasn't coming for her.
Andy asked Porsha why or what she thought about the whole thing, and that's when she went ahead and addressed the question.
Porsha wasn't even on my radar. I wasn't even thinking about Porsha.
Said. You're right.
And Porsha did start with her.
But my thing is, if you're provoking someone, you can't get mad if they, bite back.
I mean, if you gonna dish it out, you got to be able to take it. Kenya, I'm sorry, she did drag your ass across the floor.
But my thing
that was some good weave though. That weave ain't gonna no damn well
at all. I hate the fact that they're talking about we don't condone violence and all this other bull. I'm just like, first of all, Married to Medicine, they were fighting last season.
The Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Real Housewives.
Them husbands told
Real Housewives of New York. The bitch threw the damn glass in her face and busted her lip. Like, but nobody talks about that.
Yep, you're right. And I do think Andy just own, and you have been doing a good job now owning the fact that you thought it was entertaining when Kenya did it.
Even when she threw it around, she's like, I feel bad for your scepter over there.
It's that whole fight situation was, I hate that it escalated that way, but it did.
To be there and
or whatever. And then on Kenya's one-on-one that she had with Andy, you know, he was like, what is it going to take for you to drop the charges? Porsha feels that Kenya owes her an apology for provoking her.
I mean,
whatever. Kenya feels that, you know,
and
Porsha
I really
owes her an
felt
apology.
what Kenya was saying as far as, you know, they coddled her like a baby, and she's, you know, having a damn temper tantrum on the damn floor. Like, bitch, you just dragged me on the damn floor, and now you acting like a baby, and y'all carrying her away,
you
whisking
owe
her
me
away.
an apology. Me personally, I don't think Kenya owes her an apology.
I don't think she.
Kenya had the fan last year, but I thought it was hilarious. She had the scepter, she had the bullhorn, or whatever. She did use the bullhorn in the close proximity.
I don't think she owes her necessarily an apology, per se, but I think she should definitely own up and say, you know, maybe I shouldn't have had those problems and pointed in her face. You know,
and Kenya did though. You remember at the end of the one when she did, and asked her what would she do differently. She said one of the things I wouldn't do was probably point that at her.
But I think if anybody should have said something first, it should have been Cynthia. Like, I love Cynthia, but you were obviously like bothered by her pointing the thing and by her blowing talking in the bowl.
Bitch, she got her teeth chopped up.
Yeah, I think that's why she didn't go back there and talk to Kenya. She was like, or talk to Porsha. She was like, bitch, you put my damn.
All I know is I think all of them deserve to come back next season.
Yeah, I do.
Because we got a lot of pending storylines. What do you think about the whole Cynthia and NeNe, the rise of their friendship?
I predicted that the last time we talked on the show. Because I was like,
you sure
they are not going to be friends. But I wanted Cynthia to read her, which she did not. And I'm just like,
I will admit, Cynthia is wishy-washy. But I hope if she does get another contract, she needs to come back. She needs to be very sure of herself, not the windshield wipers one side, this one side. She needs to be sure of herself, what she believes, what her
just
thoughts are,
own it.
And
Even if it's not a popular thought, just own it. Because I think what she tries to do, she tries to be quote unquote politically correct, or try to look good, and save face. But my thing is, it's not a good look. Like, we know you're classy, you're not gonna pop off and fight somebody, but if you feel a certain type of way, then say it. Like when NeNe talked about her child, like, she shouldn't have walked away and started crying. She should have said, no bitch, who the fuck you think you talking to?
How do you feel about the whole bitch calling Peter
that was
thing?
out of line.
You think so?
Completely out of line.
I don't know, I just feel people just kind of blowing that completely out of proportion.
I think it was out of line because in terms of their friendship. If you're my friend, how dare you talk about my lover, my man, my husband, and we all hang out as friends. And then you're gonna act like, well, he's gotten in so and so's face and so and so's face. We're not talking about those people. We're talking about what happened between me and you, and me, you getting in my face, telling me, you're trying to put blame. No, you own your shit, NeNe.
Yeah.
Like,
and NeNe, girl, I ain't even got no words.
What I said.
What you said was some bullshit. I have to give it to Kandi. Candy's about the only one who really steps up to NeNe and gives her. Yeah. And then Kandi told when have you ever seen me run from a fight? She said when Sheree was chasing your ass out that damn restaurant.
What she should have said.
How you doing, girl?
What she should have said was when I said you had a bat before I blow up on your ass. That's when you first stepped away from my fight, bitch.
Right, exactly.
But I had to have short hair.
I said what I said.
That with a T. Said what I said.
Like bridesmaids.
Country.
NeNe, girl, you better hold on to your throne at Real Housewives of Atlanta, because you ain't got nothing else going on right now.
And she didn't even have no storyline on there.
Yeah, she really didn't, because it started out, I don't know, her and Kenya falling, they was good in the beginning, and then they falling out at the end.
But what Kenya said was truthful. NeNe is jealous of her and jealous of what people think about her.
Did you see when they were doing the behind the scenes, the secrets reveal, how NeNe was looking at Kenya when they did the little bit with Kenya and her and NeNe talking or whatever? Go back and look at how NeNe was looking at Kenya. It kind of, she had a look of almost like it was jealousy or whatever. Just like Kenya, when she said when she got to the pillow talk, she heard NeNe screaming at the top of her lungs about the real stars here.
Right.
I didn't say that, but then they showed it.
Right.
That she was saying it or whatever the case may be. I do think she's threatened.
Even in the reunion, she was saying stuff like, "Oh, so you gonna let her pass on the question and I can't?" Right. Oh, okay.
Right.
And she was like
and
saying,
NeNe like to raise her voice when she tries to to get her point across. One of my friends does that too. That just gets on my absolute nerves. Don't raise your voice when you're trying
Especially
to
if
talk.
you
Let's
sound
talk.
ignorant and when you raise your voice.
So what do you think about, people are putting it out there. It's not confirmed, but what do you think about Sheree coming back and then them giving Marlo a peach? How do you feel about that?
I like Marlo. My thing is Marlo has come up in the last 2 reunions. She's relevant on the show. And not only that, the Sheree,
I think Sheree would make good TV.
I don't think Sheree
just think about
so phony to me.
She does, and hopefully Sheree has learned her lesson. If they do give her a peach, they give her a peach again, I hope she comes back and be a little bit more real and not just like when she was on the island. She was in denial about everything. Like you're in denial about everything. The chateau thing, whatever the chateau, a bundle of sticks, whatever NeNe called it, or with twigs and all kind of stuff like that. From my understanding, it's been sold. It was her mom's property from the beginning, or whatever. But it's been sold. So hopefully, if they do bring her back, I would love to see her, Marlo, and Kenya take on NeNe. Woo! But and I would love to see Sheree and Kenya get into it too. That would be a good thing too.
Sheree and Marlo don't get along though.
But they can team up just to get NeNe. Sheree owed NeNe ass cutting anyway from a couple of seasons ago. And she need to cut her ass. Or whatever. I remember when that time when NeNe got into it with somebody. Remember she was driving that Moreno and she drove down the street.
That was like
I think it was like season 1 and season 2 or something of that nature. But the last thing, and then we're gonna move on to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let's talk about this read that Phaedra.
Every time I watch that, I scream to the top of my lungs.
I just don't like it.
You don't like it?
I just think it was very rehearsed.
What? I don't care if it was a rehearsed or whatever. The bitch read her and couldn't nobody say that. Everybody just was sitting there like.
And Kenya was like, she looked off into Wonderland.
Bitch, I was sitting on my own damn couch. Was like, well, bitch, I ordered a $10 piece of everything. Shit, she read my motherfucking ass.
Everybody who done ordered a pizza, right? Phaedra done read y'all.
She done gave all the details.
I just think that was just a little below the belt.
But like she said, you're sitting here talking about the father of my children, my husband,
who pled guilty,
while you're running around here peddling through sperm banks, searching through catalogs
on the weekends.
When you don't know whether the father of your child is going to be a child molester or an axe murderer.
I just think that was an insult to all the people in the world.
What you will know, this is when it got deep. When she said, what you will know, I'm gonna give you this, because what you will know is that he ejaculated in a cup because he needed a medium-sized pizza. $10 medium-sized pizza. You're right.
Not even a large.
Right.
She couldn't even give her a large.
Couldn't even give a bitch a wing. Right.
You know, look, Mountain Dew on the side.
No wings.
Cheese sticks.
But you know, Domino's got a $4.99.
We so mad.
He could have got the $5.99. Pick up your Little Caesar pizza, and he got some wings and a soda, and he got some bus fare to get back home.
I just think that read was below the belt. It was insulting. And everybody she thought that shit was so funny.
No, she didn't laugh. But nobody said anything. Everybody felt like it was red.
That was a speak. I felt real red. As Team Twirl, because I like Kenya. That's my girl. I felt real red after that. I felt really
even Andy dropped his mouth like.
You know what? They should have just ended the reunion.
Right. To me,
that was it.
That overshadowed the fight, if you ask me. Like, I was like,
you know what? That's a good point. Yeah. That is a good point.
It did.
The reunion went on after the fight.
It did.
And you know what? Kenya, when we done with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I would have to say, all of those girls do come up against Kenya, but she hold her ground. She does. I have to give it to her. She does hold her ground.
Like she said on the one.
Yeah, and I just hope, and that 101 and the Secrets Revealed when they did the little package on Kenya, it really painted Kenya in a good way.
It did.
Because when the whole thing, when she was trying to come up with little gifts individually for all of them to make them feel comfortable. Remember when she went to Phaedra and she tried to talk to Phaedra this season? Yeah. You just have to pay attention to the packages, y'all. Like, all jokes aside, they are really setting Kenya up to take over that show. All jokes aside, that's all I'm saying. I'm done with it. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. So, you know, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is everybody's guilty pleasure. Everybody watches it. And people at work don't want to admit that they watch it. But everybody watches it.
I mean, if I ain't doing nothing, I might tune in. But
like, I've gone on Facebook. The most, like, some of the most intellectual people that I know post stuff about Love and Hip Hop. I think it's hilarious. But it's like people, so you guys know, before you respond to it, there's a picture that came out a couple weeks ago with WillowSmith laying in the bed with her friend. He used to be one of them little Disney people or Nick people or whatever. He's shirtless and she's laying in the bed. So people are saying it was very provocative or for her to be so young as she is laying in bed with, you know, I think she's 13 or something like that, laying in bed with a 20-year-old. How do you feel about that?
Well, my thing is, who took the picture? Because clearly it wasn't no selfie.
Right. Right.
That's my first question. But second of all, I mean, if the parents are okay with it, then
who are us to judge?
Right, who are we to judge?
Here's what Jada Pinkett had to say. She said, here's the deal. There was nothing sexual about that picture or that situation. You guys are projecting your trash onto it and you're acting like covert pedophiles, and that's not cool. And she walked off.
Yeah, I saw that.
Or whatever. You know, my thing is about the picture, I personally don't think there was nothing wrong with it. I think, you know, because I've been in, you know, with friends and my sister's friends, or my friends have been in the room with my sister when she's been there. You know how your little sister always want to be, or your little brother want to be, you know, all up under you. I've been in that situation before where, you know, you're just innocently laying around.
But on the other hand, you know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. So you never know. We don't know what the whole situation was, but the fact that it was put out there, I mean, they're public figures. Why can't we, you know, speak on what it was? But at the same time, like, that is a child. You know, Jada Pinkett definitely, you know, has a right to feel how she feels, and I support her.
But this is how Will Smith, this is a statement that he made last year about the way that he and Jada parent their kids. He said, we don't punishment. We don't do punishment. The way that we deal with our kids is they're responsible for their lives. Our concept is, as young as possible, give them as much control over their lives as possible. And the concept of punishment, our experiences has been, it has little too much of negative quality. You don't do anything you want as long as you can explain to me why that was the right thing to do for your life.
But that's how rich people raise their kids, because, you know, people that ain't got it like that, they worried about, like, you better not get in no trouble, I have to go bail you out. You better not have no kids because I got to go take care of these kids.
Exactly.
They worried about the
and
money.
This is my house. You don't shut no doors in my house. And your mom and daddy take the door off the hinges and wish that you would try to close the door. I'm from down south.
Oh, but I ain't never had that.
You from Virginia area. But those types of things happen. Parents took the doors off the hinges. Hey, this is my damn house. Ain't no privacy in here. I mean, my parents ain't do that, but I got friends whose parents did do that.
But I mean, granted, I probably wouldn't slam the door if I was mad, but I would close the door if I was.
This is my house. I pay the bills in this damn house. You don't close no damn door.
I don't slam
my dad used to get into it all the time because he used to open my mail. And I'm like, why are you opening my mail?
Man, that's illegal.
This is my damn house. I pay the bills in here. I need to see everything that you got going on.
That's illegal.
It is illegal, but I couldn't do anything. I was young.
What the hell kind of mail you was getting? You didn't matter anyway. What?
That is none of your business. And like I told my dad, that was none of his business either. Or whatever. May he rest in peace. But he had no business all up in my mail.
Obviously,
and I was getting mail. I was getting things. So damn nosy. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I want to thank my co-host, of course, for filling in for Trey. I love you so much. So I may have to give you a check.
I'll take a check.
I may have to give you a contract, bitch.
I'll take a check.
Give you a little contract. Since Trey ain't here no more, he in Atlanta having parties and things that none of us in Charlotte get an invite to. How you doing? But I digress. But thank y'all so much for watching. We'll see you guys next time.